A rising star is capturing the spotlight of the F1 world and igniting discussions about his next moves. That star is none other than McLaren driver Oscar Piastri, the young talent whose performances on the track have reportedly prompted discussions with Red Bull. Yes, you heard that right. Red Bull, McLaren's fierce competitors, have certainly taken notice of Piastri's exceptional debut season. Surprisingly, Piastri now seems to hold the advantage in potentially filling Perez's spot within the Austrian squad. Despite his teammate Lando Norris initially being the front-runner to secure the second seat at Red Bull from 2025 onward, Piastri's composed demeanor and remarkable on-track performance have prompted sparks about a possible switch. But how plausible is this scenario? And how profitable would it be for Piastri? Questions arise about his eventual shift to Red Bull as the young Australian navigates the dynamic realm of Formula One. Piastri's journey began back in 2008 when he stepped into the world of karting. Over the years, he steadily climbed the ranks, showcasing his remarkable skill and determination in junior categories from 2009 to 2011. Finally, in 2012, he realized his dream by entering the elite realm of F1 racing. A recent highlight that has set the F1 world abuzz occurred at the Hungaroring, held on the 23rd of July, 2023. In a stunning display of his capabilities, Piastri secured an impressive 5th position. A remarkable feat for a driver, Piastri ran as high as 2nd in the early stages of the race, having passed both Lewis Hamilton and teammate Lando Norris on lap 1. But the Australian dropped to 5th by the finish, while Norris took the checkered flag in 2nd place, almost half a minute ahead of Piastri. On July 29th, Piastri's recent experiences in the Belgian sprint race further showcased his racing prowess. By strategically pitting on lap 1, he positioned himself to lead the race. He navigated the challenge of maintaining composure and controlling the race pace, even with the formidable Max Verstappen in pursuit. The sheer presence of Verstappen behind him, despite being a nerve-wracking situation, seemed to put Piastri at ease, highlighting his confidence and competitive spirit. While Piastri's performance eventually led to Verstappen overtaking him and claiming the first stop, his resilience and determination shone through. Piastri commented on the experience, emphasizing his focus on giving his best despite the inevitable. His pragmatic approach to racing, driven by a desire to continuously improve, speaks volumes about his dedication to the sport. Not only did he finish 2nd in this race, but he has also achieved the milestone of being the youngest rookie ever to lead a race in the last decade or so. Given that his competitors in the race were F1 giants like Sainz, Leclerc, Verstappen and Russell, the astounding aspect of Piastri's achievements lies not only in his remarkable racecraft, but also in the discussions they've sparked about his potential future. Rumors have emerged suggesting that Piastri might become Max Verstappen's potential teammate down the line. He expressed contentment with his current position, saying, "It's flattering to have those comments. I'm very happy where I am. It's always nice to be talked about in those kind of ways. I think my season's been quite good. On the most part, I think there's definitely been some mistakes or moments I wish I could have had again. But with hindsight, it's very easy to say those kind of things. So, yeah, I'm happy with where I'm at. Driving-wise, there's still a lot to improve, a lot to learn. I've got a very strong teammate to learn from who's been a benchmark. It is a big help for me getting back up to speed. So yes, I'm happy where I am," the McLaren driver added. Piastri has been hailed as a potential future champion, but his path to achieving that title heavily depends on having a competitive car. It's important to acknowledge the impressive strides McLaren has made recently with significant performance gains of up to 2 seconds from a single major upgrade package. However, surpassing Red Bull isn't something that can be accomplished purely on merit within a short span of 1 or 2 seasons. The disparity between Red Bull and other teams is so substantial that Red Bull has already shifted focus from car development to the 2024 season, allowing ample time to work on the strategies for 2025 and 2026. This period also aligns with Red Bull's new leadership's vision for constructing a more competitive lineup, a duo of drivers who can genuinely contend for race victories, rather than the dominance of Verstappen finishing significantly ahead of Perez. Piastri undoubtedly possesses the attributes that align with Red Bull's inclination towards rookie drivers who can swiftly demonstrate their capabilities from the outset. One notable figure who was thoroughly impressed is Eddie Jordan, a former F1 team owner. He lauded Piastri's exceptional skills, saying, "The thing that caught my interest yesterday was this guy, Piastri. Be careful where he's going to go because I think there is big star quality in there. I'm actually blown away with this young kid, so he'd be one of the drivers I'd be looking at to challenge Max in the future." Mark Webber, a seasoned former F1 driver, has played a pivotal role in shaping Piastri's journey. Serving as Piastri's manager, Webber's influence guided him towards McLaren. This journey began with Piastri's association with the Renault Sport Academy in 2020 and later as a reserve driver with Alpine in 2022. Webber's involvement adds a layer of strategic insight, steering Piastri towards the path of success. Eddie Jordan's perspective brings another layer of intrigue to the narrative. He hinted at the power of relationships in the F1 world, suggesting that Piastri's association with Webber could play a crucial role in determining his future. Jordan alluded to the possibility that if Red Bull is seeking an alternative to Sergio Perez, Piastri might emerge as a strong contender for the coveted seat. He's managed by my old partner Mark Webber, and we saw how he got him into McLaren. Do not be surprised if there's a seat available at Red Bull, of course, where Mark used to be. Don't be surprised if he is named in front of the public eye in the future. At the same time, we must note that the Australian driver's path to Formula One has been nothing short of sensational. Initially, he took on the role of a reserve driver for Alpine during the 2022 season, setting the stage for his eventual rise to the F1 spotlight. When Alpine initially unveiled the news of Oscar Piastri's debut in the 2023 Formula One season, it seemed like a remarkable stride for the young talent, which set him on course to become the 18th Australian to grace the F1 circuit, a milestone to be celebrated. However, within hours of Alpine's announcement, the F1 world was rocked by a social media storm initiated by Piastri himself, as he announced that the news was false. Soon the truth emerged. Piastri had already inked a contract with none other than McLaren. This tumultuous sequence of events escalated quickly and explosively, requiring the intervention of the FIA's Contract Recognition Board. A tribunal was summoned, and in September 2022, a ruling was handed down. McLaren's contract with Piastri was deemed legitimate. Alpine, once holding the reins of a promising driver, found themselves relinquishing their grasp on a budding talent. Thank you for watching till the end, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. As Oscar Piastri's journey continues to unfold, the thrilling possibility of him joining Red Bull gains momentum. We are all eagerly awaiting the next plot twist in this story, but one thing is clear: the saga of Oscar Piastri is undeniably captivating, and we're all in for an exciting ride.